Welcome back to another episode of Blockchain Boys. Been a couple weeks, but we are back. MPE3 here with my trusted co-host Jonathan Henson, better known as NFT Hook. And today, a face, you probably would recognize him better if you saw his ape on Twitter. But it is a beautiful face, nonetheless. IRL, Nate Digital. How we doing, baby?
Yo, thanks for having me. Speaking of beautiful faces, I'm joined by two right here with me, so it's an honor. It's an honor to share this stage with y'all.
I wish we could put the ape right in the video and have it mouth moving.
Yeah.
That's just how you're personified these days.
Metamorph style?
Yes.
Right, I do need an AR filter, but we might have the 3D apes coming, so I might wait on that. But yeah, you see the TV behind me. I should throw my ape up on there. I'm still working on the office.
At least you got the bandit bandana,
Yes, you saw that. Yeah, I had to toss that up there a little bit. And actually, I don't know if you could see the shelf, but that wasn't planned. Those are actually North Carolina Jordan 1s up there.
Ooh.
And I just want to say shout out to John for even still showing up here. I commend you for showing up after the whole championship. Natty situation.
We're starting off talking some crap right out the gate.
Yo, it was I dropped. I haven't dropped down to my knees in sadness in a long time, but I was watching the game and I literally just dropped down and just had to take a second because it was just so we were right there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was in the stars for us to win. Can you imagine HC North Carolina wins out of nowhere?
Right.
Who knows what would have happened? So
yeah, it was rough, but yeah, it's
at least it was a good game. Obviously not for you.
Definitely a good game
for the average for the average fan. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to bring it up. I just wanted to say those shoes were not planted for the record. So
that's dope. Just sitting there now. That's what's up.
Just sitting there. Also, just like this hoodie. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, just a little gang.
I had to come correct here tonight with the. Gang.
I'm just happy it's not a cool cat hoodie because then we would have had to cut the interview right there. It would have just been over.
Dude, since you mentioned that, on that subject, I did order some cool pets merch, and the quality, it's
just
not there. The design was cool, but the quality.
The Diamond
is trash,
Supply Gutter Cat Gang merch is high level quality, high level design. I don't think anyone's doing it like that. Even the Bored Ape stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Those hoodies don't look like they're very machine washable. You know what I'm saying?
They're super high quality, but the diamond stuff is quality. But since we're on that subject, I'm not gonna lie. The mutant, you saw the mutant diamond stuff?
I didn't.
I feel like the design left you wanting a little more. I don't know. It felt a little lazy.
I didn't even realize they did a collab with Mutant.
Well, I don't know if you want to call it a collab. I think Nicky Diamonds owns the Mutants, so he owns the IP.
Gotcha.
And if you peep the line, it's, I don't know if I'd be rocking that. I'll just say that. So
I gotta do some research. I gotta check it out.
So my man Nate is swaggy, so I respect his his fashion opinion. When we linked up down in Austin. Yeah, we were both rocking the off-white shoes, the off-white Nike shoes.
Yes, sir.
Different models, different colors, but exactly.
So,
great mind.
Well,
speaking of Austin, since we're on that subject, tell us how. I wasn't there. I had to handle some business, but how was it, man? How are you feeling about the whole South by Southwest, all that stuff? How was it?
Man, dude, it was awesome. I'm sure Max could tell you about it, but fuck, man, that was the first IRL event since my new job, and I was actually still a mechanic when we went to Austin, so it was kind of like a celebration in that sense. Also, it was the the whole Doodles first big activation is what they called it. But man, dude, it was special. Max, just all the events with all the people, right? That's the real magic, is just meeting everyone.
It was so cool just to, come together, first of all, just with everybody from NRN, everybody that we got to link up with who, it was my first time actually meeting Nate in person, even though I feel like we talk basically every day. You know, so this is so cool just to like vibe with these people that you've become, you know, now best friends with, you know, in our case, working with each other people's cases, collaborating, whether it's on a project, whether it's on, you know, just alpha calls or whatnot. And, you know, coming together and seeing all the cool stuff that the different communities and the different projects put on. Like, for example, you know, Nate mentioned the Doodles activation. That was unbelievable, but I was blown away by the fluff world, just because I feel like for people that have been in this space for a while, I remember that was like, you know, getting a lot of volume and a lot of hype like when I was first in the space, and I felt like it was almost like, you know, it stayed at like, you know, 1E4 for a while, but I feel like people had more or less forgotten about it. And especially for me, like after that event, I'm like, damn, like I might need to get a fluff. Like they had this like dome set up, John, and had these like this like audio, like visual stuff, and had like even like live, you know, performances in there. Had like live bands in there. So it was awesome.
What do they call it when you go to like, it's like a space exhibit and they put all the stars on the ceiling of the dome? We're gonna have to Google it.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah, we're not like science guys.
The Exploratorium or some shit.
That sounds right.
But yeah,
you're onto
you
it.
know
You're
what I'm
onto
talking
it.
about.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah. Well, basically, you know, they basically had everyone in this dome, and they had a few different DJs throughout the night. But on this ceiling, they had an entire 3D, like, it wasn't even a movie, but it was rotating through all different videos. It was pretty wild. So yeah. You know, that fluff event did make all of us just, you know, want to get a fluff, and that, you know, that's I don't know if it's the utility, but that's like the power of the community. So I don't know, it was pretty crazy. It was awesome.
No, that was sweet. And then, you know, to cap it all off, the Monday night, for, you know, it was part of the Doodles, you know, event, basically their final hurrah.
The Diplo
show, which
I saw that. That's Diplo's. That's a pretty elite. So like, what do you think they compensated with? Like, you know, is he a Doodle owner? Like, what's his background on the?
A clip came out of them buying a Doodle backstage, but you know his ass got paid for that. Like
100%.
I'm sure he got paid $100,000 and then like, or maybe more. Maybe that was.
He's going for about 100 probably.
I don't know.
I mean,
you know,
it was definitely. But no, go ahead, Nate.
I just feel like, the Doodle he bought was probably his own money. I doubt they just gifted him Ethereum, or maybe the Doodle was part of the deal. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, regardless of if they compensated him or not with the Doodle or with cash, like it was definitely a pretty penny to put on just that one night in general. Because I mean, John, you know, Austin, they rented out ACL Live, and it was like top shelf open bar. Like they did the damn thing.
Well, not just the bar, dude. The whole construction. I'm pretty sure I heard a rumor that the whole thing cost them $2 million. So, I mean, because that whole Max, I don't know if you saw when they broke it down. Like that whole area with the Doodles is like an alley. Like it's not even a fucking building. Like they literally constructed that whole fucking thing. And it's not like they went to Home Depot to buy a fucking puke, you know, head. They fucking made that shit.
I threw a Halloween party, and it was open bar, and I had all types of stuff going on, and it was essentially like one of those events, right? Like I had a DJ, you know, performance, and in Tampa, it was like Friday before 13th theme, and you know, being as what that cost me, I would say how I saw it on you guys, it's probably cost some M's. You know what I'm saying? Just for the weekend, and with, you know, but that's what you got to do, right? You got to have that utility. You got to have that community. See that, you know what I mean?
But hey, but you know, you can go on the Doodles collection page and see that, you know, see the volume traded. You know how many thousands of ETH. So that's the beauty of blockchain. You know, you could see exactly how much money, you know, went into that. What the Doodle DAO.
Exactly, and it's really cool about, you know, how the Doodles operate, in that, you know, they do operate as a DAO. So I think when Cryer was on one of these episodes, actually, I think John, you missed that episode, but he was talking about how, you know, everyone in the Doodles community like has a say based on the amount of Doodles they own on the different proposals and stuff within their community. So a really cool way to operate. from a project standpoint. But Nate, let's talk a little bit about the Bored Ape. That's a pretty good project, Bored Ape Yacht Club. You've been a member of that for quite a while now.
Yeah, it's funny, right? You see that meme where it's like that dude sipping the coffee and he's like, I picked the wrong animal cartoon NFT. Now I have to work the rest of my life.
Sure.
It's literally all that happens. Like, I just bought a fucking JPEG, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just a regular dude. I was a mechanic all of 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, I mean, we could talk about my new gig, but I got a new job. Still got the ape. I mean, we could talk more in detail, but yeah, I got my first ape. I got in at 0.37 when the floor was like 0.3. Yeah, and so since we're on that subject, so I was already into NFTs at the time, luckily, but what's funny. I actually made like my first big sale. I can't even remember if it was like 0.4 or 0.8 or 0.6, whatever it was, but basically I used most of that lick to buy a hash mask. And I don't know if you guys know what hash masks are, but they're an OG project. Go check them out. I actually still own it, and I plan to put it up in my office. But because yeah, looking back, it's like if I would have saved that lick and then found the apes. But yeah, we always do that. Shoulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Hey,
but yeah, it's crazy. So I know, right? So yeah, I basically apes minted on a Saturday, and it was actually a slow mint. And being the old man that I now am, I basically went to sleep early. I disconnected that night. It was a Saturday night, sipping on the peace pipe a little bit, just felt like I'm just gonna take it easy tonight. I've been in Discord a lot. Let's hang out with the wife, whatever. I wake up Sunday morning and a bunch of people already had 8 profile pictures, and I was like, yo, what the fuck are these? And all I knew was that they looked fucking cool, and people that I had already followed that I respected that were already in the space, you see your friend with it, you want to do it too, kind of thing. But one thing was for sure, I thought the art was dope as fuck. I knew I wanted one. That whole digital identity aspect is kind of a huge aspect. So yeah, I basically watched the floor for a few weeks, like crazy. I used to write on these notepads, like what the floor was, how many were for sale listed, and like the date. And I kind of like monitored that. I was like, okay, I'll see if this goes up or down, kind of thing. And at the time, I don't know if you guys know what Meebits are, but CryptoPunks just released Meebits, and that kind of fudded the apes a little bit. And the apes got down to like 0.25, 0.3 or whatever. And I remember I was walking the dog. I had the Ethereum in my wallet. I kept checking the floor, and then I found an ape I like, and I just said fuck it, and I bought it. And yeah, it was 0.37. And I remember that fucking day because it's crazy, because I had that buyer's remorse like instantly. I was like, at the time it was so fucking stupid. I was like, dude, what are you doing? That was like, the first ape was around $1,300 Ethereum wise when I bought it, and fuck, man. I mean, obviously today it turned out to be a good investment, but shit, man. At the time, I was like, what am I doing?
They say that the apes are the best return on your investment in the last 100 years. Bro. Like,
yeah, it's crazy you say that. I mean, I've had so many conversations with my dad, and like his brain has broken like 8 months ago. So, it always just gets crazier and crazier. But I even mentioned one time, I was like, this is kind of like buying Apple in the 80s, except we're accelerating through time so fast. And he was like, oh, no. And fuck, it turns out, man, like, the part of the reason why I'm still holding the ape is, people always ask me, oh, what price are you going to sell it at? And it's like, there's really not even a number right now, because it's more of a time thing for me, because, not only got the long-term versus short-game tax implications, but, dude, we're so fucking early in this shit. Like, we're not even a year old. Like, it's really just time for me. It's like I I mean, and at the rate this is going, this shit will get passed down to the grandkids at this point,
No, I feel you. And, with the whole digital identity thing, like, I obviously my gutter cat is not of the same value as your ape, but I feel the same way in that it is my digital.
That identity aspect
exactly.
is. So when I see that cat, I think Max. I think MPE3. When you see my ape, you think Nate Digital.
Or wob.eth.
Or Wob, but that's the thing, to the point where Wob will post the ape and people will tag me like, dude, isn't this your ape? Like, yes, it is. Like,
shit for
getting from some free
pub. For everybody everybody who doesn't know, Wob is the creator of the Sappy Seals in the Pixelverse, and he likes to borrow Nate's ape to get some engagement on Twitter. Or get some more engagement.
Engagement farmer galore, yeah.
Gotta start
but
charging.
he's growing the brand.
Every time, the digital thing could go across the space. Like every time someone like puts it on their whatever they are, it's like gives you like.
He, for the record, he has shouted out non-refundable. He's helped us out. He's gave us a few bumps along the way. So it's a mutual. Thing. And the ape never leaves the wallet. So let's.
Do you store your ape in a hard wallet, or
The ape is very safe on a Ledger wallet.
Okay.
Yes, Yes, I advise everyone to not only use a Ledger, but like John mentioned, have a hot wallet, have a cold wallet. Don't have the vault that you don't interact with stuff. So. And then have the wallet you like to get a little weird with. So if you're connecting to some shady shit, don't use the Ledger for that.
If you're in the dark alleys of the metaverse, like you have a little secret,
right?
Hey,
don't wear your nice stuff to that dark alley. You want to wear.
We had Jackson on, who's like 18-year-old crypto is, and he had his Ledger on his keychain. We were like, "What are you doing, bro? You lose a key."
Dude, that's. Was it a flex though? Was it like diamond studded on?
Nah, it was just on the keys, like on the key ring. Like he was just like, "Yeah, man, I'm good. I got all my stuff right here." We're like, you know what I mean?
Like I got my net worth.
Literally,
on my fucking neck,
literally.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
I think it was worse because it was in his pocket. Like those could fall out. Like.
Like at least tether it to your body.
Exactly. Like a wallet.
But you still need the PIN code. But yeah, I know it's crazy.
No, it's wild. So that's a great story just to hear your conviction on the apes, and that's a great comparison. Like buying Apple in the '80s. Like I don't think I could.
But it wasn't like obviously the money aspect is what kind of brings people to NFTs. But man, I was not buying that ape to flip it and then be out of apes. And I mentioned that was my first ape because I sold that ape at 0.73 to buy the ape I currently have. So basically, even I did flip that ape eventually, but it was only because I wanted a different ape. Not having an ape was never part of the equation. So I guess that is the conviction part, but I guess to that aspect, it was never like a conviction on an investment. It was more like I want this to represent me and vice versa. And I'm like, you kind of feel like a part of a whole bigger group. And you really are. I mean, that whole community aspect is crazy. I mean, because that was super early days. Dude, ape follow ape was actually a new thing. I mean, that's how my Twitter just kind of started rolling, to be honest.
And, I was actually talking to my boy the other day, and being as Tom Brady has aped in, like, Tom's not just aping in because he was just scrolling down the screen and was on OpenSea. Like he knows something, right? Like he's
following.
Yeah, right. Like what do they have up their sleeve? Like where Tom Brady was like in a Discord or a boiler room with someone, and they tipped him off, and he's like, all right, let me go grab one. Like what?
You know what? On that aspect, all the celebrities hopping in. He came in with that ape, right? And then what was it, like a week or two later, he has an NFT project coming out or like a marketplace coming out. You know what I'm saying? There's always these other motives. And it's like, I mean, I get excited too when a Tom Brady buys an ape, but fuck, man, there's always some other shit.
I will defend our hometown GOAT and Tom Brady, and that he has already, this autograph has been around for a while. I think like,
is this the marketplace?
It's like the NFT like sports marketplace.
We get it. You love Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna win me another Super Bowl this year.
Definitely he definitely had a motive because, it's just like you said, like, he didn't just ape in and just be like, hey, this is cool project. Like,
no, I mean, he's definitely warm. He's warmed up to
yeah.
crypto just, through signing. He signed with FTX for like a marketing deal. And, I think it included like some equity in that company, which, I mean, not much better crypto exchange to get equity in.
maybe he needed a double hold. Maybe he just needed to find somewhere to stick some ETH. Right, just you know what I'm saying. That was just like a gold bar.
That's the other thing.
The apes are like gold bars,
right? Yeah, and that people want to invest in the space. Whether their motives are good or not. And that is a good way to dip in to dip your toes. Buy an ape or part of an ape.
So hopefully, right? Nate, now that you guys are in the same community and that me and John are in the same city as him, I expect you to reach out to him next few days. Maybe while I'm on next week,
At the next Bored Ape cocktail mixer,
I know a couple Buccaneers. I'm gonna say, look, man, I need you. I ain't never asked for a favor. I need you to go to Tom and say, why did you buy the ape?
Why?
That's all we need. That's all we need is the answer.
It's all we need to know is why.
And then he'll tell you about his NFT
he'll be like, I just was told to buy one. I don't know.
He liked the art.
He liked the art.
Yeah. Well, what's funny about that? His ape has a little cigarette hanging out of its mouth. You see that?
Tom's does. That's hilarious.
Yeah. He has the vet or like the war helmet, and then got that. Oh, so cigarette. So
like
I don't know, Tom. It's not very family friendly.
Wait, like the war helmet, like yours has?
No, so I have the veteran era helmet. He's got the one with the fighter jet helmet.
By the way,
like the leather helmet.
Super fire, bro.
I appreciate that.
I respect that. I respect that, bro. It's fire.
I appreciate that. So on my ape, the ape I had before this was a XI ape. He looked like the cause ape.
Yeah.
And basically, I wanted to get it like a more rare ape. And I had found the trait that my ape has is these hollow glasses, the holographic glasses. And I thought they looked fucking super sick, and they were like a fairly rare trait. So I basically I was eyeing those the whole time, and then mine popped up on the floor. It was the only one under 1 ETH, so 0.95. That's how much I got my ape.
You were probably like, oh my god, this is a lot. But
well,
at the time,
yeah, dude, it was crazy. It was crazy because I sold my other ape and bought this new ape in the matter of like an hour, like because I was planning for it. Like this one popped up. I remember being nervous as hell. Yeah, it was crazy, but I was super happy when I got it,
dude. And
yeah, like like I'm sure Max, when you got your cat, like for the next few days, you probably every once in a while you just like take a peek at it. You're like, oh, look at that,
dude.
Like
literally, it was there. Like the rest of the day, I was like chill. I was like, damn, that's dope. Like, make sure it's still there. Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, but again, at the time, like apes weren't apes. Like they in the space people knew, but like they weren't what they were today. That was only months ago, which is wild. Like we're talking in those terms, but that's how fast.
When do you
moves.
think it got to that point where you were like, this is going to be my digital identity, and that you got it to like there's no point where I want to sell this, or when did you have that conviction on, I guess, the community first and foremost?
Well, before you say community, I was going to say maybe like, I mean, that conviction kind of like I was never going to not have an ape. I was never going to sell. But the community aspect, I mean, dude, man, these are early days of Discord. Like ape, like I said, ape follow ape on Twitter, man. Like you fucking post that hashtag in your ape and like, boom, you got 100 followers. Like, and all the engagement, people are just super happy to bring you into the family. That community aspect was like almost instant, and that's a lot of early apes will probably tell you that that's probably what brought them in. But I mean, on top of that, the art was just so dope. It was just so much better than a lot of other shit at the time. Like the whole vibe of the apes, even just the logo, right? Like they did such a good job branding, and literally to where they're like a high end fashion company as well. Where their fucking merch is so fire, and you need an ape or a mutant to even get into it. So, I mean, the whole ecosystem is crazy, and it's just it's fun to be a part
their
of.
merch is awesome. It's funny you're wearing a Gutter Cat Gang hoodie right now, though.
Yeah, we're all ganged up, man.
It's always gang. But no, it's awesome, and it's great that, buying that ape and that, this NFT journey has led you now to where you are recently named Chief Blockchain Officer at Open Swim, not to be confused with he who must not or should
we
not
need to
be
get
named.
like a applause button, like a cheers button on the video.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so tell us congrats and so yeah, talk to us about that.
Thanks, man, dude. It's crazy. So this company is a production company. They produce TV, film. They've had clients such as Volvo, HBO, like Cinemax. The owner of the company, the president, he's also a director, editor. I've been basically working with him over the past year. Not when I say working with him, I mean, kind of showing him the way on NFT wise. He still doesn't have an ape. He has a mutant, but I got him into Cool Cats at like 1/8. I got him into Gutter Cat at like 1/8. Just that era, that price range era. Turns out, little did I know that this whole year has probably been, like an audition maybe for this job. But he's also been along with me for most of the journey, and he's just kind of seen everything that's been happening. And fuck, man, he pretty much just offered me a job one day. Or, it was always kind of a thing in the background, like, hey, when are you going to, go full time at this and that kind of thing. And he eventually called me one day and was like, what are you looking to make for you to actually quit? And long story short, they pretty much matched my salary as a mechanic. So I pretty much, they gave me a situation or an offer that it would like be silly to not take it, So I thought about it for a week, but even after like a day or two, I knew exactly what I was going to do. I was actually in Mexico at the time for a wedding, and yeah, man, I just said, fuck it, let's do it. I seriously have nothing to lose, The crypto game has been good to me the past year, but we all know that shit could be worth zero tomorrow. It also could end tomorrow. We don't know what the fuck's going on. So, not having a steady income, I wasn't just going to straight up quit my job, So, but yeah, man, that's kind of how it happened.
That's awesome. So have they been in, crypto and NFTs, or are they more of a, media company that is kind of bringing you on to kind of help you, facilitate some relationships on that side and grow out that brand of their business?
So they are a Web2 company. But yeah, my title, Chief Blockchain Officer, it's almost like encompassing anything on the blockchain, whether it be, I do manage our own crypto assets, because we do have like a mini investment wallet that, that I do manage. So that's one small aspect of the job. But yeah, man, we have potential clients that are looking to get into the space. I'm consulting, advising, but also educating not only clients, but also our own team members. Like when I was in New York with the whole team, there was like 6 of us, and we all set up our ledgers, so we all got a wallet set up, that we all got a little bit of crypto. We're having actually a little kind of like a trading competition, and in turn everyone's going to learn how to buy and sell everything on their wallets. So but yeah, and then to add to that, yeah, there's the whole networking aspect, boots on the ground type thing at all these NFT events, so I'm going to be doing networking there. But on top of that, man, we're in the content business, not only me with Non-Refungible and you guys, but them producing. So, their specialty is music, or not music, but film and TV and commercials and stuff. But I mean, this shit's obviously the future. So they want to get into the crypto content as well. So, there's a marriage there somehow. We don't know exactly how it's going to play out or what, direction all of this will go. But there's so many aspects to this that, yeah, it's crazy. It's exciting. That the possibilities are just insane.
Was it you that put on your story a tweet? I don't know who it was. I follow a lot of people where they said, if you want to find your company's next CEO, go to the metaverse department. You know what I mean? That was you, right?
Basically,
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that actually stuck with me too. I think it was G
Yeah.
Money. He's a really he's a big punk in the community, but yeah, I think he reposted that.
Dude.
So yeah, that kind of struck with me, and that's funny because that was before I got the job offer. And fuck, look, here we are, man. It's crazy.
It's dope.
Say shout out G Money. I actually was fortunate enough to meet him out at the Noodles party in LA.
Nice. Did he have his punk head on?
He did not have did not have the orange hat on.
I love just how I put my ape head on everything. Every picture of him on Instagram, it's the G Money punk. I love it. So yeah, shout out to G Money.
It's first time seeing his face. Good looking guy.
Good looking guy.
But yeah, dude. So Nate, what's on next for the agenda? Are you gonna be out in NFT NYC, and are we gonna be able to pull you away from your work obligations to vibe with you a little bit?
When is NFT NYC? When is that?
Yeah,
it's in June. It's like June 22nd.
Looks
or
like
some
I'll be
shit.
here, by the way.
Here as in NFC, or I don't know.
So
where
well,
here
also
is.
John is back from.
Yeah, I was playing in Puerto Rico for a little bit.
Here as in America.
Yeah, I was playing in Puerto Rico for a little bit. You know, made me appreciate some things back here, and so I'm back.
Yep.
And you know, we're gonna start kicking this thing back up. We're kind of working on. I mean, obviously, just ramping stuff up, meeting people. You know, we had some calls the other day, and you know, just trying to get things going. But I'm definitely going to go to NFT. I mean, I'm about to book my hotel right now because I don't know if you guys have been traveling lately. But
Yeah, I suggest that because it's tight quarters around
shit
there,
show traveling, bro, with flights
and it's expensive.
and hotels
yeah.
now, bro. Like they're getting back that pandemic money in blood, bro. You know what I mean?
That's true, man. I actually noticed that. Yeah,
bro,
it's fucked
crazy.
up.
So
Nah,
But yeah, I will definitely be there. And Max, yes, we will be vibing. Don't worry. So, but yeah, I'm hyped for that. You know, there is an F1 event in Miami.
Ooh, when is that?
yeah.
Cameo Pass.
Oh yeah, RSG just
that,
texted me about it today. I'm with it. John, are you in? I meant to text you about it.
Come on,
Like
bro.
May
Said,
7th, something about that.
Yeah, come on, man. Hey, Miami, I'm there. Like, hey, I'll hop on the road. We're good.
Yeah, no, let's do it. The Cameo pass, I wasn't able to go to the one out in LA. I think Moondoggy went, but he said that was really cool.
Yeah.
Cool
It
venue.
looked dope.
I think they had it.
Yeah, I need to get.
What was
to
it,
one
like
of those,
Malibu
for sure.
or is it Hollywood? I don't know. One of those nice areas in Cali.
Yeah, shout out to Cameo. Those parties look sick. Hopefully I can get to the one in Miami, so we'll see. But yeah, NFT NYC, I'll probably go to New York again next month for work. But yeah, man, Max, dude, this is my new job, is to vibe with you. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
I love it, dude. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
you were made for the DGen life, mate. You know, it's
Dude, and you know what? I was, but also like this company, they wanted like somebody, a real authentic person in this space. They fucking got it, right? Like they got a true DGen, like smoking weed, fucking just scrolling OpenSea all day, chilling with you guys.
Well, dude,
So, yeah.
I tell Max all the time, like, yo, man, like, you should literally start like a consulting firm, bro. Like, because there's no like degree, there's no really like anything. I mean, it's just pure work ethic.
It's kind of
work
experience,
ethic, experience. You know, being in the space, and you know what I mean, because there's so many, like, we meet people who are like, yeah, man, Max, I mean, show me how to do this and that and the third. Like, Max, I mean, what if you were getting like just 3%, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. I mean, there are those out there. There are some, consulting firms.
it's
like that.
true. And
hey, so like, I just sold my cat, right? I may buy back in, but I'm trying to,
Shit.
I'm seeing what's going on. I'm just kind of sitting back. I put in the ETH, just sitting back watching. Probably will buy back in eventually because the cat I got was a floor cat at the time and it was pumping and I was pissed. Remember, Max, I couldn't get my money, and every time I found a cat I liked, it would sell. So I was just pissed, and I just bought a floor cat. So I want something that's like kind of cool. So I'm just, hey, sitting back.
Something you vibe with.
Back
Yeah.
waiting, you know what I mean? Trying to see, because
But dude, We've all been there, man. Like, and that's the thing. I was like, pretty tight on cash when I bought my ape. And that's the thing. I deposited like a certain amount. It wasn't enough with gas, so I had to deposit more. And I'm sitting there waiting. I'm like, dude, this shit's gonna get sold. Like, so yeah, we were in the same exact.
But I got a clone, so like I'm kind of in. And like, what's crazy is my clone looks like really fucking cool.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
just wait. When you see the cat that you want and that speaks to you, you'll know it. It'll hit you. You'll buy it. It'll be a perfect timing and everything.
I'll say, yeah, it took me.
And then that'll be the John Henson.
It took me like at least 2 weeks looking at cats to find the one for the right price, and it wasn't even. It was listed at 5. I DM'd him. It was Wongsworth, my guy now, and he had a good amount of cats. He listed it for 5. I'm like, yo, the most I can do is 3.7, and he goes, okay.
Hey, I may sailor hat it, bro. I may get a sailor hat with you, bro, so we can sailor hat, so we can get back on the yacht. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, dude,
Sailor Boys,
come join me and
boys,
little known alpha is Gutter Dan's homies growing up used to call him Captain Dan.
Nice.
Do with that information what you will.
And like I said, the gutter's got some big things coming up. You saw the Rolling Loud thing, and so they'll probably do something with that.
Well, also the next event is going to be right near where Nate is currently, out in Chicago.
Yes. So, are you guys going or what?
It's the.
I'll be
it's
there
on the
for
30th, John.
I'll be there.
30th of
April.
April.
Yeah,
it's actually perfect. I'll be in New York on the 28th, so I'll just fly to Chicago.
Yeah, I'm down to go. So I'll probably be.
But do we know if is it like a pop-up merch store? Is it even a party? Like what? I don't really know.
No,
much about
I
it.
will hit up my people and get down to the brass tacks and all the details about it. But
will my clone get me in?
It should. I think when they said
all vials.
Yeah,
we need the clone floor to pop a little bit, only because that's why I kind of decided to sell my ape and maybe get back in and find something I like a little better, because the clone floor was so low. I'm like, I'm still part of the gang for free.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we need that thing to get going.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Nah, it will. But I said, just don't get caught on the sidelines once we start pumping.
Hey, I'll be all right. Hey.
I know.
The way that Hey, I look at the floor. Hey, literally, the floor is 716 this morning. Hey, don't worry, it ain't gonna pump without me, bro.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
He's
for sure. No, listen. Yeah. Hey,
my man's got the liquidity.
I got the alerts when
he's got the whale watchers alert.
When ETH goes up, and I watch that cat floor, and you know what I'm saying, and go from there.
I like
John's.
And you know what? It's all gonna line up, and you're gonna get your cat, and it's gonna be perfect.
Nah, my man's been playing it smart. He's been stacking ETH. So
I've been stacking ETH, and I've been rolling with the punches.
You might see him making some waves here soon in the NFT market.
When the ETH got down to that almost that 23, 24, I might have poured funds into that thing.
You might have single-handedly got that back to 3K.
Just saying. I might have poured some real funds into that. I might be sitting pretty right now.
Slurping some dips.
Sir.
I like that. Shout out to Crier. Yep. That's the way.
No, that's awesome. But Nate, man, always a pleasure to have you on. I guess we'll be seeing you next, probably. Maybe in Chicago,
I'll be in Chicago. So yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
And definitely NFT NYC, and hopefully, we can maybe get you to come to some of these gutter TBT tournament games. Even though I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it yet.
Where those gonna? Where those gonna be at?
So there's a number of options from the cities. It's looking like it's probably not going to be NYC because that's an outdoor court, and so just fuck that. Even though it is Rucker Park, which is cool, but Xavier is another option. Albuquerque, I think that's New Mexico State, but there's some other ones. But
Albuquerque sounds fun.
I know outside of New York, the cities are kind of they're not fun to go to.
Is there a Breaking Bad museum out there? Is there something like that going on?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Albuquerque, Cincinnati, New York.
Gus's fried chicken or something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, dude, I mean, I'm going to be traveling all over for NFT events and shit. So, yes, I'm going to be at all this shit. NFT NYC, I'll be at the Gutter thing in Chicago. You know, we'll see about F1 Miami. But yeah, I'll be around, so you can find me.
And
sure.
maybe we'll have to, you know, you're traveling all this way. You might just get down to Tampa for a weekend.
Tell your company.
I might have to just do the circuit.
Tell your company buy one of those 100,000 F1 cabanas, bro. We could watch the race, race from the sky and shit.
Right. Well, we'll see if Blockchain Boys wants to, to buy a cabana. They'll fund it and put their advertising
we'll go in
on
there
it.
and put a giant bee in the back.
Yeah.
And we'll, with all that Ethereum we got now. So.
Oh, yeah. But dude, great to have you. I guess we can just wrap it up now, huh? We'll get him to edit this part.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, thank you to both of you, man. It's been a lot of fun. The fucking hour or whatever flew by.
Bro, hey.
But yeah, man, we should do this again.
I'll obviously see you soon. I'm back home now, so I'll be able to travel. And you know, I'm not playing either. So working out I work out when I can work out. I'm
Gym Gang. Was that a shout out to Gym
Gang? Yeah, I'm on the road, bro. I'm traveling.
I was gonna say, John, I don't know if you've seen it, but like the last 3 days, Nate's been posting like GM and like
GM
going to the gym this morning.
No big deal.
No, I was telling him about when you were gone. I was like, yo, you be having me dying, bro. Like with the ape on the body. Like went to the gym today, and the ape's just like.
Those ones are killing me, bro.
Nah, it's good stuff. And what's crazy is like
I just like to post.
You're gonna probably in
some selfies
in the
here
future,
and there.
like that's what people are literally gonna be doing. I'm like, I was doing that like 10 years ago. Like,
dude,
it's late.
It's a lot of pressure now. It's like I can't even fucking say like just a regular GM anymore. I gotta like put my ape face. No. You know, I gotta like put some 3D.
I look forward to your quirks, your story quirks, man.
It's too much pressure.
You
now,
literally
you know?
like you know how you have your algorithms. Hey, you're at the top of my story list. So just so you know.
Well, that's the thing. Max has also seen. I massaged the Twitter algo, but fuck, man. Now I'm in the algo loop, and now I have to deliver. I have to keep going. So yeah, man, it's fucking, it's fucking hard out here.
I don't know if you just completely figured out the algorithm, or if you're at the top just because John wants an ape. So like Twitter's just kind of like,
It's a mixture, and I understand that the ape is one puzzle piece to the Twitter algorithm, equation. I'm aware of this, and we leverage it. We, But you can't just because you have an ape doesn't mean people are gonna like your shit though. But yes, it definitely helps.
Here's a proposal. What if we put a little Blockchain Boys hoodie on the ape?
Hey, just like me, my ape also enjoys some proper drip. So yeah, if it's drippy and if I get blessed with a piece, I may or may not rock it out on the stream. We'll see. I also don't do paid promos. I also don't.
I have the block.
So if I rock it, it's genuine.
I have the Blockchain Boys picture right with the hoodie. I may Photoshop that ape right on the dude's head, Max, and shoot it over and just be like, "Look, man, we had Nate Digital on the pod, and I'm gonna just put that picture up."
No, big facts. But dude, also, I think one of my homies, like, I'm hooking him up with the Goop guys. I think to do just some like shirts. And basically he said like he would kick me back like some of the money. I said, instead of that, can you just make Blockchain Boys merch for free? And he's like, yeah, I'll give you like fucking thousands of dollars of store credit. So we might have some merch coming soon. Finally.
Hey, nice. Hey, it's we're getting there slowly but surely. We're behind the scenes, man, trying to, balls are rolling. Hey, we're trying to get this thing on a professional level, production-wise, and then I think the sky's the limit, man. So
we've been making connects.
Hey, man, you guys are doing it, man. Shout out to you guys. So I'm a fan of the show, and happy to be here.
We're a fan of you, man. I just want to be like you on Twitter when I grow up.
We might need.
You just gotta
go ahead.
You just gotta talk nice to the algo, and the algo sees all. And also that the algo knows when you're desperate. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to toss that out there. Some people are a little too pushy with the algo. That's all I'm going to say.
We might need to just have you on like once a month and just have like we
can do an algo
updates,
a gym update. I'll probably not even finish this hoodie
gym
anymore.
Updates,
so buff,
the travels, what you see, what you think. We might just have to just have you on as like a constant kind of up. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
we could do
You're just
that.
gonna come.
We just hit the Nate
Newsflash,
corner every
Nate
episode.
Digital.
Yep, once a month. I like
what I'm
that. I
saying?
like that.
No, 100%.
I like that.
I love it. All right. Well, as always, go like, comment, subscribe. A lot of you guys have not been liking, comment, subscribing, and sharing. So I need y'all do that under there.
Do that. Like,
Go
Yeah,
follow us
please.
also on Twitter at BBoysPod. Go follow Nate on Twitter at Nate Digital. Go follow John on Twitter at. You still using NFT Hook, or are we going back to the OG?
no, I'm on both. I'm on both. I'm in the.
Are they
yeah,
gonna
I'm in the
merge?
shadows. I'm in the shadows, just peeping, watching,
All right, so
see
you
what's going on.
Do your IRL, do your normie friends, have you came out to them
Yeah,
yet?
I have, but people don't. Only you guys understand the digital. The digital.
Yeah, nobody gets me in that world.
We're
it's
early.
Like, yeah, we're early. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
One day, these accounts will merge, and John Henson will be
how
out
about the
into
Twitter NFT verification? How bad did that flop?
with the hexagons?
Yeah, like
or
are people
like
using
Twitter
that?
check
I
marks?
remember people were like, "Yo, I'm not
Me-
about to pay to. I'm not about to pay to show that I'm there." Like, what?
So, I mean, nowadays the check marks are
Less-
they don't stand for anything because all these scam accounts got these check marks. So yeah, be
I'll
safe
say-
out there. There's no more Azuki mints. There's no more ApeCoin claims.
I was just saying,
so-
I am guilty of having the hex on Twitter, and I think Nate is as well. Well, I will just say that.
Or were you speaking of check marks?
No,
though?
he's
That's
talking
what I'm talking
hex.
about. The verified
He's
You're
check
talking the
marks.
hex, so the hex verifies NFT, right? So like,
Yeah.
did that take off? Like, how did that flop? Like, I haven't really heard much from it. Is it kind of just there?
I mean, there's pros
Yeah.
and cons. I think I like it, but also you could just mint a fake ape and use that as a hexagon. But you can still click through to the collection.
It's cool.
So I mean,
It's a good first
It
step.
definitely, yeah. Nowadays, you get these follows. You gotta fucking like go through their fucking wallet to see if they're even like a real human being. And then it's like if I gotta jump through that many hoops, it's like I'm probably not following you back.
Are you even real?
But that's the thing. If you're real and you interact with my shit and we have a conversation, I'll probably follow you back. And if you have a NFT as a profile picture,
That is a fact. That is a fact. All right, so after that tangent, go follow NFT Hook on Instagram. I mean, on Twitter. Damn it. And Jay Henson 31.
John Henson 31 on Twitter.
John Henson 31.
John Henson 31 on Instagram. Shit, man, we'll go from
Underscore MPE3 on Twitter and Instagram, and then Instagram blockchain 2 underscores boys. All right, we'll catch you next week. Also, go watch us on YouTube. Pew, pew.